Hello friends and welcome to my May Plan With Me video. The theme for this month is a recreation of my 2019 May theme that was Lineart, and I wanted to see how I would make the same theme after 2 years. So let's start it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Dano and I'd appreciate if you'd like and subscribe to my channel so you can be a part of my YouTube journey. For the cover page of this theme, I searched for line art illustrations through Pinterest, and I found this illustration that I'm recreating that is basically 4 profiles of different women. A fun fact is that in May, here in Portugal, we celebrate Mother's Day, and I wanted to kinda mark it on this theme, celebrating different types of mothers or women. It wasn't the reason for this theme, but it's a cool add-up. In case you also celebrate Mother's Day on May, let me know what you usually do with your mom or relative that is a mother figure to you. And in case you don't celebrate Mother's Day in May, let me know when you celebrate it. Recently I got the Notebook Therapy alphabet stamps and I really wanted to use in this theme for the titles of each spread. These stamps are beautiful and perfect in my opinion, and they fit perfectly in the dotted paper because they measure 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter and the letters are really well centered. I have an affiliate code for Notebook Therapy website that is Danos Bujo, and in case you use it, you'll have 10% discount on your order and I'll receive a small commission from that, which means you'll be supporting me in case you use either my code or the affiliate link in the description down below. This month I decided to not use a month in a glance because I don't really use it that frequently, and I opted with a highlights plus event spread where in the event section I write if I'll have an exam from a university or something related, and in the highlights I'll write something that happened that day. I think I'll use this spread more than a month in a glance, and it's a fun way to overview the month as it goes. I stamped the titles that I've mentioned, and for this month I really wanted to make a minimal theme. Doing themes that are heavy in terms of illustrations and time taking are a little overwhelming for me, and I also think that I prefer a minimal theme rather other themes. Let me know what you think about this topic in the comment section. Do you prefer minimal themes or the themes that are filled with doodles and illustrations, for example? The color palette for this month is basically black, white and grey. I use my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip brush pen for all of these line art illustrations. I love the thicker and thinner strokes when I'm drawing. It gives the line art more dimension and interesting aspects that I really love. To spice up this theme, I have been seeing some people making these kind of grid illustrations on their bullet journals and I really wanted to try it out. I used my grey brush pen and did the grid with it, then I used my Tombow Fudenosuke brush pen to add a little of more contrast in that, and I simply played around with my black and white washi tapes. I tried to not exaggerate on the number of these little add-ups on the spreads so the theme doesn't get too filled and to look still minimal, if you get what I mean. After adding the washi tapes, I added my polka dot stickers to give that chef's kiss touch. I really love this cover page and I think it matches my aesthetic so much. After these little add-ups, this spread is finished. Let me know in the comments what you think about these little add-ups. If you like them or would you make it, let me know in the comments down below. The next spread that I'm making is my habit tracker and my mood tracker. Starting with my habit tracker, I decided to make this lovely outline of this woman. And for my mood tracker, I made this gorgeous male silhouette, and before you ask about it, I wanted to have a male silhouette in this theme, because there are some powerful fathers that have my admiration on having both roles, mother and father, for their kids. So it's important to have this illustration here, because all parent figure rock, and obviously that single moms have my admiration as well. If there's any mom or dad there here watching, I just want to tell you that you're amazing and keep that amazing job of educating, loving and supporting your kids or animals. You're just incredible. Doing outlines of faces and bodies really is one of my favorite things. I love line art so much. I'm wondering if you like this style and if you have any ideas for maybe future themes using the outline art. I'm definitely not the best on making line art, but I really want to explore more this vertent in art. So tell me some ideas you'd like to see me doing on my bullet journal or in another videos in the comments down below. Back to my trackers, I'm not far from what I usually do on these trackers. For the habit trackers, I stamped the May calendar 6 times to track 6 habits, by coloring the day in each calendar in case I did that habit. And it's a simple way and easy way to use the habit tracker, and I recommend this layout in case you want to see the calendar itself. The materials will be linked in the description down below, as well as my discount codes if you are wondering or if you are curious where I get anything. The links will be down below, so don't worry. For the mood tracker, I kept the circle tracker. It's my all-time fave mood tracker layout. I divide the circle in 2, so there's a morning and afternoon / night mood, and I divide it in 31 days in the case of May, and it really works out for me, and the colored spaces really makes a cool pattern. Something cool about this month's mood tracker is that I'm tracking 12 moods. It sounds too much, but we as human beings sometimes get confused about what we feel. So my focus this month is to track things like well-being, if I felt productive and stuff like that. It's mainly an experiment, so I hope it works out. As I said, I am tracking 12 possible moods. And for that I use the square topic stencils from the Notebook Therapy stencils. And to be honest, they got really well centered and without me purposely centering them, and it was a happy thing that could ruin the aesthetic of this spread, and I am really happy that it happened this way because it looks prettier in my opinion. So yeah, there's that. After adding the washi tape and the grids, both these spreads are completed, and I really loved how they turned out. Moving on to the next spread is one of my May 2019 spreads, the Express Yourself spread. In this spread, I did an outline of hands holding each other. That is basically what this spread is about, a hand to hold. I will write here my feelings and thoughts whenever I feel like I need to talk about some topic. This is a good way for organizing your feelings and thoughts when you have anxiety or just by not feeling too well, because life, you know. In 2019, I did an Ariana Grande outline, and I think that is still one of my all-time favorite illustrations on my bullet journal adventure. Here's a pic of it in case you haven't seen it before, and it's actually on my Instagram at Danos Bujo in case you want to follow me. This spread is pretty simple and you don't have to do the illustration to use it. You just need the space to write. But I like to use my bullet journal in a way to be creative, so that's why I like to add illustrations and doodles in it. It just makes me happy and it's a good way to get off of my head, so you can do an express yourself tracker whenever you feel the need, and it's simple. The next spread is my MVP on bullet journaling, my sleep and work tracker. In case you have been following me for a while, I am so sorry that I talk so much about this tracker, but it is really my baby. In this tracker I write the days in the vertical and the hours of the day in horizontal, and I basically track what I do during the day. I like to see what I do, it makes me feel accomplished and that I am productive in days that I'm like, meh. I should make a video about this spread so I don't have to explain it every time, don't you agree? It's a simple spread, but it's helpful to overview your day, and I totally recommend you guys to try this tracker. It just made my whole life different, and I'm not exaggerating, it's true. The next trackers that I'm making are my expense tracker and my social media tracker. I found this lovely image on Pinterest and I had to make it for this theme. Such a subtle and elegant female figure, and the flower says it all, just so pretty. For the expense tracker I made 3 lists, 2 to track the expenses and 1 to write my incomings. They are divided by the description and the price only. A really simple way to see your money and where it's going. A small thing that I do is writing the day and then the description, but I personally don't like to add to the layout a column for the days. For the social media spread, I have a video talking everything about it, but basically here I track my growth and video progress. I like to have this spread to remember myself where I need to be focused and to see what's happening on my own social media. I will leave the link to the video that I talk about my social media spread in the description down below, and I think that I'm going to leave cards whenever I talk about the video, so you just have an easy way to click and see the video. Sadly, I missed the footage from my first weekly spread, and it's honestly one of my favorite spreads. Here I recreated the image I used on my May 2019 cover page and the gorgeous face Lineart. I used the stamps to write the days of the week, and I was so happy that when I was recording this theme, my tactic goodies arrived, and I used their washi tape on every spread because it matched so well. I am happy to announce that I'm now affiliated with Tacti, and you can use the code DanosBujo to get 10% off your purchase as well. This washi tape is from their new release and it's really aesthetic. I will leave the link in the description down below from the washi tape that you're watching, and for the Tacti shop. And we arrived to the final flip through. Thank you so much for watching this video and I hope you liked it. Leave a black heart in the comments down below in case you watched the video until the end, and like and subscribe to my channel in case you haven't already. Turn on the notification bell to know when a new video pops up on my channel, and I hope you have a lovely day. See you in the next video, friends. Bye.